Imagine this. Somewhere in an infinite multiverse, there's another version of you who was born attractive, one who never worried about money, one who never got rejected, one who never cried themselves to sleep. And maybe that version of you never became extraordinary. Because pain is a strange architect. It doesn't ask for permission, it breaks you, then hands you the blueprint for someone stronger. What if God wasn't punishing this version of you? What if He was building something that comfort could never create? History has shown something terrifying. People don't become who they are despite struggle. Sometimes they become who they are because of it. And psychology agrees. We spend years asking questions. Why don't I have his body? Why wasn't I born rich? Why do others get a head start? But maybe that's the wrong question. The real question is, if you had everything from day one, would you still become who you are meant to be? Because humans adapt frighteningly fast. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. The things you desperately want today eventually become normal. Money becomes expected, beauty becomes invisible, talent becomes ordinary, and comfort can kill growth. Not always, but often enough. The basic nature of human is to compare themselves to the people they are exposed to. But nowadays, these situations have been changed. We are exposed to social media. We see so many peoples out here. The one who has great physique, the one who has great money, the one with good looks, the one with discipline, and we start comparing ourselves to them. The problem isn't about comparing, it's about comparing our worst days to their best version. And that's what creates negative impact in your mindset. In 1968, psychologists Robert Rosenthal and Leonard Jacobson conducted a bizarre experiment. Teachers were told certain students were intellectual bloomers. Students were destined for greatness. The twist? Those students were selected randomly. Nothing special about them. Yet, months later, many of those students genuinely improved their performance. Not because they suddenly became smarter, but because expectations changed behavior. People treated them differently. They started seeing themselves differently, and eventually they became different. Which raises an uncomfortable thought. How much of your future depends on the story you keep repeating to yourself? I wasn't born lucky. I don't have what they have. Maybe. But what if your current identity is just an outdated prediction? Then there's the famous marshmallow experiment. You may know it before. But still, children were offered one treat immediately, or two if they waited. Years later, researchers found that delayed gratification related to important life outcomes. But newer studies revealed something even deeper. Environment matters, trust matters, security matters. A child who learns that promises aren't kept might choose the marshmallow now, not because they are weak, because life taught them uncertainty. So stop judging yourself using someone else's circumstances. You are not running the same race. You are carrying different weights. Maybe God didn't give you everything at the beginning because your story required resistance. Spider-Man wasn't beaten after becoming perfect. Batman wasn't created in comfort. Heroes aren't born in ease. They are shaped by responsibility, by sacrifice, by repeated decisions to continue when quitting made more sense. And maybe your current struggle isn't evidence you have been forgotten. Maybe it's training. Mountains don't apologize for being steep. They are designed that way, to reveal who keeps climbing. So, if there truly are infinite versions of you, the question isn't, why wasn't I born as them? The question is, what can this version become? The one doubting themselves, the one still trying. Because maybe the most powerful version of you isn't the one who had everything. It's the one who built themselves almost having nothing. And one day, someone else will look at your story and call it without ever seeing the battles you fought in silence. So don't envy other people. Build this one. Because this version of you still has time. And that might be the greatest gift God ever gave you. If you are interested in these types of videos, subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, nice to meet you for the last time.